Hello again, Steve Fentress for the Strassenberg Planetarium at the Rochester Museum and Science Center with the sky for the week of June 4th to 10th, and I think you'll be looking at moonrises. Let's look about 9 o'clock on the evening of Thursday, June 4th. The moon will already be up when the sun sets. And as you watch the moon rise over the course of the evening on Thursday the 4th, you'll notice, weather permitting and trees permitting, a bright orange star right under it. It's in the ancient constellation Scorpius the Scorpion, if you're into those constellations, but the star is Antares, one of the brightest stars in the sky, distinctly reddish in color. And the moon, nearly full, and Antares will travel across the sky all night, Thursday to Friday night. Now the moon moves to a different place in its orbit, so let's go to Friday night. The moon has moved on, and it will be rising a little later. I'm turning time backward. Friday evening, that's the evening the moon will be technically closest to the moment that it's full, and it'll be rising only a few minutes after the sun sets. So on those evenings, sometimes moonrise is hard to see because the sky is still pretty bright. But by 9:15, 9:30, if you've got a clear view to the southeast, look for that bright reddish star Antares leading the moon on Friday night the 5th. And the moon will be full. Well, the moon never stops moving in its orbit, so let's go to Saturday the 6th and see where it is. If you're watching Svengoolie or something, a little after 10 o'clock is when the moon will be rising, sort of like in a ghost movie of long ago. Just a day past full, so still really bright. And that star Antares still in the same general vicinity of the sky. So this is the moon 1 day past full rising on Saturday evening the 6th. Go to Sunday night the 7th, and the moon is rising about 11 o'clock. It's moved on quite a bit from Antares, but there's something else bright coming up just after the moon, the planet Jupiter. It'll look like a really bright star. So this is about 11:30, a little before midnight, Sunday night the 7th, going into Monday morning the 8th. The moon a couple of days past full with 2 planets next to it. If we go to Monday night going into Tuesday morning, around midnight Monday night to Tuesday morning, the moon has moved again in its orbit, but we still have those 2 planets, Jupiter and Saturn, accompanying it across the sky. So this is the week the moon is going through its full phase, and watching those moon rises with bright stars and planets will be fun to do if the weather permits and if you've got a clear view toward the southeast. Well, how about some stars? What stars are up this week? Let's go back and look west, and let's turn time backward. Well, in our dome, I wouldn't do it that fast. So here we are just after sunset. This is about 9:30 or so. And let's change our horizon to something that's perfectly flat so we have no trees or houses in the way, to see that the planet Mercury is around for a few more days, right under those 2 stars, the Gemini twins. That bright star Capella in the northwest has been dominating our northwestern sky for a while, but it is setting pretty early. By the way, the planet Venus is gone. It is passing between us and the sun, and it will re-emerge into our sky in the early morning in the last week of June. Okay, just after sunset, swinging our view around to the northeast and east, the humongous Summer Triangle. Vega really bright at the top, and then Deneb and Altair finishing the triangle, with the Milky Way running right through the middle, but you won't see the Milky Way on nights when the moon is bright. Then, if we look high overhead, being careful not to get dizzy, your feet may be pointing in different directions, but high overhead just after dark, really bright orange star Arcturus, And as always, there's the Big Dipper, or drinking gourd with its cup and curved handle. Follow the arc to Arcturus. Beautiful orange color, one of the brightest stars in the sky, high overhead right after it gets dark, really easy to notice. Then we'll let time flow through the rest of the night, and on nights later in the week when the moon is not around, we are entering the glorious summer season for the Milky Way, which you see going across our image there. So those are things to watch for in our sky during the week of June 4th to 10th. Thanks for watching. We look forward to seeing you in the dome sometime soon. Until then, happy sky watching.